Clayhorn? Clayhorn? Oh, Clayhorn?
Rah!
Clayhorn, what are you doing?
Just having a little fun, Mims. What's wrong?
It's this house, this island.
It's only for a weekend.
It doesn't bother you that we can't leave whenever we want to, that we're trapped here, that we can't call out,
It's true. There's no cell phone service, nor any landline.
that we don't know why we were hired, that we don't know any of the guests coming here to spend the weekend, that we can't have pizza delivered?
That bothers me.
Oh, Clayhorn, I think it's weird.
As long as we're getting paid, what difference does it make? Plus, it's a great place to hide out.
What if something was to happen? We couldn't leave.
Nothing is going to happen. We work the weekend, collect our money, and Monday morning, we're out of here. Isn't that what Mr. Reese's letter said?
A letter from a man we've never even met, with a list of guests we've also never met. Why doesn't Mr. Reese contact us in person instead of sending letters?
Because he is a very wealthy man. People with money don't have time to visit the hired help. That's what lawyers are for.
Well, I don't like it.
Personally, I think it adds to the drama.
What's that?
It sounds like a bell.
Sounds like a bell.
I'll get the door. It must be one of the guests. Check in the rooms. Dr. Albert Prince.
Thank you. Where's everyone?
You are the first to arrive.
You mean it's just you and me?
And Mims, my wife. She's upstairs.
Have we met before?
I hope not.
Should I do something with a gallbladder or something like that?
I'm sure I would have remembered.
Isn't that what I expected? Everything is such a few about a weekend party. All right, just serious now. I don't know if Mr. Reed, Mr. Jerry's guy, and he's sketchy, so I don't know what he's saying.
Very. If you'll excuse me, another guest has arrived. Perhaps you would like to freshen up. Mims will show you the way.
Don't worry about it, I got it.
Miss Emily Plain.
Am I the first to arrive? I do hate being first. Do you understand?
No.
No, I'm not the first, or no, you don't understand.
Yes.
Yes, you understand, or no, I'm not the first.
No, you are not the first, and yes, I don't understand.
I see. Perhaps you could show me my room?
Of course, you'll be staying in the San Jose room. Mims will show you the way.
Mims?
Ma'am,
Mims?
maid. Inspector Horatio Miles.
Interesting.
May I take your coat?
Of course. Thank you. Have we met before?
Claiborne?
Clayhorn.
No, I do not think so.
You're...
Positive.
You just told me your name is Clayhorn. Now you're positive?
That's right.
I see.
Then it's settled. You'll be staying in the Lestrade room.
Thank you. London.
Clayhorn. Miss Dolores Biggs, the actress.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Oh,
I expected it.
An audience,
Don't tell me I'm the only one here.
as you wish.
Am I?
Now,
The only one here?
you told me not to tell you.
Quite right. I'll go to bed.
Very good. You'll be staying in the big room.
I'll see you later.
I live for it. Now, let's see. Only 4 more guests to arrive.
quick, come here.
Mims, can't you see I'm busy?
No?
Well, look.
What are you doing?
Butlering.
This can't wait.
What is it?
That detective, Miles.
Claiborne.
He's snooping about, asking questions.
Questions? What kind of questions?
Detective questions, you know, stuff like, just the facts, man, just the facts. I think he suspects something.
Compose yourself, woman. He thought he recognized me, but my disguise threw him off. He has nothing on us. Just do what I tell you and everything will be fine.
But what if I can't? What if the stress becomes too much? What if the pressure builds? What if my nerves can't take it? What if I just completely wig out?
I can ease your stress with a piggyback ride.
For me, please?
Yes, all right, but quickly. I'll get the door. Check on the snacks. Presley York, the singer.
That's Presley York.
I see.
Is this it?
Excuse me?
The hash, the gig, the party? I mean, you're talking to the world #1 party animal here. Uno. So when I see the word party with a bunch of creeps, I think, hey, this might amuse me. All right, I'm here. I'm bored. I ain't amused.
The festivities will begin at 7. Our host has requested we remain in our rooms until then.
Oh yeah? We'll tell your host that nobody tells Presley York what to do. Tell him.
That's impossible. He's not here.
The host ain't here? Miss Manners ain't gonna like this.
It's all right here in this letter.
Baloney. I'm leaving.
That's quite impossible. The boatman that brought you has already left.
Then I'll swim.
The waters are shark infested.
Who knows? This party might be fun after all. Where's my room?
I'll show you the way.
I'll get it. It's Heather Starling
It's Matthew Charisma.
and Matthew Charisma.
Not bad.
You like well?
I do.
What else do you like?
Handsome men.
Pardon me, but I'm Minz, the maid. Did you two arrive together?
That's right.
My boat broke down and Mr. Charisma's boatman was kind enough to give me a lift. Lucky for me.
For me.
You really are a charmer, Mr. Charisma.
Call me Matthew.
All right, Matthew, you can call me
Beautiful.
Excuse
Heather.
me, beautiful Heather, but your rooms are ready. You'll be staying.
Together, I hope.
Not a chance. We'll be done here at 7.
Maybe.
Snacks.
Mims? Mims?
Shh. He's listening.
The credenza?
Miles.
Clayhorn.
He's hiding in it. Well, he was.
That detective again?
He was spying on me. Something's gonna have to be done about him, or our goose is cooked.
The only cooking of geese will be done by us. Have you checked on the snacks?
Yes, we're fine.
Oh, okay, good. We will deal with Mr. Sherlock Holmes later.
Who?
Never mind. It's almost 7, and there's still one more guest to arrive.
Margaret LaRue. She should have been here by now. Maybe her boat sunk or something. Shouldn't we look for her?
In these shark-infested waters, there wouldn't be anything left.
Yuck. What was that?
It sounded like a heavy thud against the front door. I'll go check it.
Oh boy.
Who is it?
Margaret LaRue?
What's wrong with her?
Blood?
What is it?
Blood? Blood? You don't know what blood is? Get a grip, Mims.
Surely you don't mean she's dead.
Shirley's your sister. I'm Claiborne.
What are we gonna do? Shall we tell the others?
No. If you write about Inspector Horatio's Miles, they'll think we're involved. We have got to hide her.
We don't have time. It's 7 and the guests are coming.
I've got a plan. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Claiborne, the butler. With the exception of Miss Starlight and Mr. Charisma, I don't believe any of you have met before. Perhaps we could start by introducing ourselves. Please, please, I've been instructed by our host to make you as comfortable as possible. I am assured he will be with us soon.
Speaking of our host, I'd like to know if anyone here has met him.
Uruguay.
Claiborne. And my wife, Mims. How are the snacks?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, my favorite! Macaroons!
Really? Was it necessary to take all of them?
That's odd. I can't help myself. I like sweets.
No, it's tray chocolate eggs.
Oh, good. More sweets. I'll get to those later.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I am terribly bored by all of this.
Claiborne, I thought you said there was to be a party.
Our host has requested I play this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me for not introducing myself personally, but you will soon understand my reason. As we have already guessed, my name is not G. Reed.
Good grief! G. Reef? Mr. Grief? That's odd.
Not really, you see, I am somewhat of an eccentric millionaire, and I prefer to keep my identity a secret. The reason I have called you all here together is because I am also an amateur mystery buff. I have always been fascinated by the idea of a perfect crime.
Is there something else we could listen to?
Imagine, if you will, 10 strangers invited to a remote island for the weekend, without communication nor transportation. And one by one, each of the guests dies mysteriously. Who did it? How many will die before the mystery is solved? Will anybody be alive Monday morning when the boatmen arrives?
Is this some sort of joke, Claiborne?
What's going on here? You seem to be the only one that knows anything.
I assure you I know nothing. Like the rest of you, my letter arrived by mail.
I'd like to see that letter.
Of course.
What is it?
A piece of paper with writing on it.
What does it say?
Nothing.
Matthew, read it. Read what is written.
Play audio cue and Dolores Biggs says she's bored.
This is all your fault. If you didn't get bored, we would never be in this mess.
Don't be repulsive, silly woman.
Oh, Matthew, do say something meaningful.
Alright, everyone. There's no need to panic.
No need to panic. A madman just tried to kill us one by one, and you don't want us to panic? Matthew, I think Emily has a point. What do you think, Inspector?
I think she has a point. How do I know I have my name on the guest list?
Don't blame us. We didn't send the invitations.
Yeah, why was I invited?
Obviously, a lapse in good taste.
Your name is chosen randomly from the telephone book.
Turn it off. Turn it off. I can't bear to listen to this anymore. I agree with Mr. Christmas. There isn't any reason to panic at all. This is all a joke. You see any bodies lying around here? Any maniacs with guns and knives? Of course not. I said let's forget about all this silliness and make the best of this long, boring weekend. Let's have some entertainment.
Get that, Dolores. How about a song, York? What can you sing?
Well, I'm a little rusty. I don't know that one. Sing something we all know.
Oh, please, Presley. Anything to get our minds off this dreadful place?
All right then. Claiborne?
Well, so much for my joke theory. Is Presley?
York has fallen and can't get up.
You don't mean.
Alas, poor York. I knew him. Horatio.
But how?
Well, I don't know. I'm a vet. Make one of these. The Mad Rose! Quick, Robert, she's the killer! All right, Mims. We know you poisoned the macaroons. She's lying.
Confess, and maybe the day will go easy on you. Climb up and it's the chair.
I protest.
Shut him up.
What if we're making a terrible mistake?
Speak, woman, speak. What'd she say?
I say we hang her.
Stop her.
That should help.
Alright, Mims, did you poison the macros that killed Presley or no? How do we know that? I just told you.
Mim's telling the truth. Who would have the motive, the opportunity, and the audacity to order perfectly good macaroni mix?
This isn't getting us anywhere. Even if she is guilty, she'll never confess.
But what about the voice on the audio message? Remember?
Heather's right. Mim is too easy, too simple, too obvious. The woman is practically an idiot. This isn't the work of someone like her. This is the work of a madman.
Or mad woman. What are you suggesting, Mr. Charisma?
That we split up and make a thorough search of the items in the house. Someone's here, we'll find them. If not, then we'll know.
Know what?
I'm not sure, Mrs. Plain, but I'm working on it.
Dr. Prince knocks by the top of the island.
Emily and I will circumstance.
Oh, Heather and I will search the bottom of the island.
Mims and I will look about down here.
On three, we leave. 1, 2, 3.
We have got to get rid of this bot.
Where?
Basement.
That's a load off my mind. Why? Suppose we find that doesn't make me feel any better. Well, why not? That means the killer is still at large. I thought of it that way, but I don't know.
Nothing, there's no possibility that someone is out there.
Meaning?
Unless Matthew and Heather found someone, the killer has to be in this house.
Not upstairs. We searched everywhere. We even looked under the beds.
Nothing.
Nothing in the basement.
Then we're dealing with a very clever individual. If the killer's not outside and not inside, then where is he or she?
I think the answer's obvious, Inspector. The killer's one of us! No one can be trusted.
Even me?
I'm afraid so.
That's absurd. You can count me out. I am no killer.
Perhaps that's what you want us to believe. As an actress, you're looking for a good script. The perfect mystery. Script to kill for.
What gives you the right to make accusations? How do we know you're not some Jack the Ripper?
Cause his name is Jack.
That's odd.
Not really. His name goes to my father.
No, I just remembered. The audio message said there are 10 of us, but there are only 9. Well, there were 9 of us. Who's the 10th guest?
Only 7 guests arrived.
7 guests and you 2. That makes 9.
LaRue. Margaret LaRue.
LaRue, I'd like to see that list.
Clayhorn, Mims, I'm Miles. He's Clayhorn. Get it right. The guest list is in the kitchen. I'll fetch it.
Perhaps I better get it. Or just on suspicion. We wouldn't want anything unusual to happen for you.
You think this Margaret LaRue is the killer then?
I don't know what to think, Miss Plain.
I'll say. It doesn't make any sense. How could she be the killer if she never arrived?
We don't know that. We only have Clayhorn's words that she never did.
Which means that if he's lying, then he's working with the killer.
Give it a rest, lady.
Freeze! I'll take care of this.
What is it, Inspector?
Dr. Prince is dead.
What happened?
A case of kippered herring fell from the top shelf of the pantry and hit him on the head.
How horrible! He was going to get the guest list. What was he doing in the pantry?
What does anyone do in the pantry, Miss Biggs? I'm afraid we'll never know. One moment he was on the trail of the killer, the next his life was snuffed out by a case of kippered herring. Who can explain the mysterious way this crazy life works?
I mean, we're getting too philosophical here. Maybe it's an accident.
For that matter, it might have been suicide.
Why would the doctor want to kill himself? He had everything to live for.
Are you kidding? In this place?
None of us will ever make it out of this island alive.
Heather, we're not dead yet. Not all of us.
I don't think this was a suicide or an accident. I think someone rigged those herrings for fall on the doctor's head. Someone who spends all her time in the kitchen.
Give me a break, alright?
Just like the break you gave Dr. Prince?
You're right, I did it. I knew it. I snuck into the kitchen when none of you were looking, rearranged the pantry, and patiently waited for Dr. Prince to go in search of the guest list hidden in the canned goods.
How stupid do you think I am? You could have booby-trapped this whole place while we were searching the island.
I believe her
Why, Miss Starlet?
because I can't believe an innocent young woman could be a cold-blooded killer.
That's what people said about Lizzie Borden.
Once again, Heather is right. We have established a motive here. I say you retire to our rooms until breakfast. Keep your doors locked and your guns handy.
Just in case you two think you're off the hook, you're not. I've seen you from somewhere and I'm gonna figure out where.
Coffee, anyone?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Inspector? After you. I don't drink coffee.
Then perhaps Clayhorn would like a cup.
Thank you. I've had some already.
How interesting.
Surely, Inspector, you don't think there might be something in the coffee?
I'll pass. Thank you.
In that case, I think I'll pass as well.
Matthew, I thought you trusted Venom.
I do, but my doctor says Cappy makes me irritable.
That's odd.
Not really. It runs in our family.
No, I mean, Emily, has anyone seen her this morning?
Perhaps she's still asleep.
How could anyone sleep with all these terrible things going on?
I'll go check.
That's all right. Why don't you go, Matthew?
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Just to be safe.
I'll go with you.
Still don't trust us, Inspector?
Even less, now that I figured out where I've seen you two before, your names aren't Clayhorn and Mims. You're Jack and Sarah Bender, escaped from the Yorkshire Institution for the Criminally Insane and considered extremely dangerous.
Great. Don't tell me they're mass murderers.
We're not. We're not even crazy.
That's a matter of opinion.
We were sent there by my little brother. I, the eldest of my family, was going to take over the family business. When he realized we would have to share the money, he framed us for a crime we didn't commit.
And you expect me to believe that?
No, because you're a fathead that believes whatever you want to.
Well,
She's gone.
what do you mean gone?
Poof. Vanished. Disappeared. No trace left of her.
Look, some of the chocolate eggs have disappeared.
There are only 6 left.
What do you think of it, Matthew?
Let's see. Okay, there's 6 of us with 6 chocolate eggs. But in the beginning, there was 10 chocolate eggs. I think the answer's obvious. Someone's stealing the chocolate eggs.
Matthew, I don't think that's what it is.
I got it. Each time one of us disappears, so there's another chocolate egg.
Oh, Matthew, it's so bizarre.
That doesn't make any sense.
To me, it makes complete sense.
Naturally.
Thank you.
There weren't 10 of us to begin with. There were only 9. The theory is wrong.
Unless Margaret LaRue is dead.
And toward me and that I believe is also dead.
Or at least in grave danger. We have to find her.
We have to make a thorough search of the island.
Again? Then I'm with him.
Sorry, sister, I'm with him.
Miss Biggs, you'll come with me. We'll search the basement.
Heather and I will search the island.
Now, what about us two?
Search your conscience, Mr. Bender.
This is worse than being locked up in the nut house.
It's certainly been one of the worst weekends of my life.
Jack, if I asked you something, would you be honest with me?
Depends. If it has something to do with your looks, probably not.
No, it's nothing like that. Promise me you'll tell me the truth. Promise me, even if it's something you know I won't want to hear.
All right, I promise.
Are you the killer?
It's pouring outside. You couldn't see anything. Even if she is here, we'll have to wait till the rain lets up.
No need, Mr. Charisma. We found a body under the wood pile. It's Emily Clay.
She appears to be stabbed with a heart.
A harpoon. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Where would anybody get a harpoon?
I can explain that.
Please do.
I've learned to hunt fish. This morning I noticed it was missing from my room. With all the excitement, I forgot to mention it.
Not good enough. I like to search your room.
For what?
I don't know, but if there's a clue to be found, I'll find it.
In that case, I'll ask Heather to join us.
You're crazy if you think I'm staying with these 2.
How did Emily get under the wood pile? What happened to Miss LaRue?
I don't know. Maybe it's a setup of some kind.
Miles?
Clayhorn. The only explanation is Margaret LaRue isn't dead.
But you said so yourself.
I don't know. I'm no doctor. I better go check and make sure he isn't lying. Can you guard the stairs?
Hurry. What are you doing?
I found her behind the generator.
How'd she get there?
How should I know?
Darling,
Yes?
I'm sorry I doubted you. I love you, Jack.
Something is not right, and I'm gonna figure out what.
If you'll excuse me, I need to powder my nose. Pressure getting to her?
Either that or you were standing much too close.
Nothing escapes me, Mr. Bennett. Claymore or whoever you are, nothing.
Well,
Gone.
gone.
This is all we have left of her. I'm gonna put your face powder for gunpowder. And when the vanity lights turned on, well, you never knew what hit her. Could have happened to any of us. Sorry about your wife.
Thanks.
Are you gonna be okay?
No.
Do you need anything?
Mims?
Now what?
The generator must be running low on wood.
Mims. My beautiful Mims.
What was that? Hand me your guns, quickly. Very clever. You have charging your guns that fast.
Perhaps now you allow us to inspect your gun, Inspector.
Don't be stupid. I'm a policeman.
Or so Ratio Miles jumped out of the police force for accepting bribes.
I work as a private investigator.
But still a criminal and no less suspect than the rest of us.
Satisfied?
But not convinced.
Stop this silly macho posturing. Look,
There are only 4 left.
Very observant, Miss Biggs.
what's wrong?
The generator's running low on wood. Any volunteer?
Not like you're like.
Helen?
I'll stay here, thank you.
Miles?
I'll go, but keep your distance.
Anything you'd like to talk about?
Just don't come any closer.
Don't worry, I'm just as afraid of you as you are. Heather,
Dolores,
don't try anything.
stay where you are.
He's been shot.
Oh my head.
Stay where you are, Mr. Pretty Boy. You're the killer.
Is this some sort of joke?
It's so good, Matthew. Me and Dolores were here the entire time.
Something hit my head and the lights went out. That's all I remember.
That doesn't explain Miles.
I explained the bump on my head.
I'm sorry, Matthew. We really could have been good together.
Let's not take any chances. I know.
Because we know how to tackle this. This should hold over to worry.
We're going to our rooms now. Don't try anything or you'll get a face full of lead. Our rooms are right next to each other and we'll hear everything that is going on.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I really am.
Oh, Heather,
Yes?
can you please dispose of these bodies before you leave?
Yoo-hoo!
Shush. He must still be asleep.
Yeah. Rise and shine. So it was you after all, Miss Goody Two Shoes.
You're the killer.
Very funny. But I'm the actress, not you. There's no point in pretending.
You'll never get away with this. I'm sorry.
What's going on here?
You're the killer! Killer? Where? Who are you?
Margaret LaRue.
The 10th guest? What were you doing behind the couch?
I don't know.
You're really not the killer?
No, I don't even know what's going on here. The last thing I remember is walking up the path to the house, tripping on the front step, and hitting my head on the front door. Is it still Friday?
No, it's Sunday.
What? So, you mean I've been unconscious for 2 days?
Don't anybody move. I got you covered.
Preston, you're supposed to be
Dead. I've been faking it. Hiding out that way, I figured that the real killer wouldn't bother me, and I could survive this deadly weekend. Freeze, now I've got you.
Dr. Prince.
But,
Just a game, my dear. Like you're on and all part of the game. I faked my death and have been hiding out this whole time.
this is very confusing.
You're confused. Who's this? Emily Plain.
Emily, I don't understand.
Forgive me, Heather. I was just trying to save myself. I recognize you. You do? Yes, you're the girl I found under the wood pile. I was under a pile of wood? Yes, you see, I thought the killer had hidden your body there and wouldn't go back. So I put you behind the generator, took your place under the wood pile. I borrowed Mr. Criminal from Clue to make it look like somebody else had killed me, just in case the killer did come back and put me in your place.
Aha, so you're the one that moved the body.
Clifford Mims? The butler and butlers?
And they were also dead, I suppose?
I thought so.
We faked it. We were hoping that if we faked, then Mr. Miles wouldn't forget about us and would send us back to the institution.
Very clever, Mr. Bender.
Inspector Miles, I thought Matthew had shot you.
That's what we wanted you to think.
We?
Yes, Matthew and myself. We thought by working together, we could catch the killer, but none of us appeared to be dead.
Poor Matthew.
Not really.
Matthew?
You see, I figured the killer either must be you or Dolores. And if we're taking myself out of the picture, I knew one of you would eventually tip your hand. And well, if Dolores did, the killer has to be you.
No, you're wrong. I thought she was gonna shoot me, so I shot her before she had the chance to shoot me.
Wrong. Heather was the only one left, so I faked my death. It was all an act.
What about the audio message?
What audio message?
There's still more to play. Playhorn.
And so, my friends, to see if 10 amateurs can write perfect mystery over a weekend. If you survive this, that is, if you don't get on one another's nerves, I will award each and every one of you $10,000. Good luck!
It was a joke.
Very funny.
So there's no killer.
And no mystery.
Except for the long rewrite. There's still a couple hours before Vulcan gets here. I say we get busy.
That's odd.
Not really. We work together, we can do it.
No, the chocolate egg. There's only one left.